It's WineCast vibes, bro. This family right here, though.
Drinking wine. You know what I mean? On the
Welcome to the WineCast. I'm your host, Rashad. I'm here with my brother, Amir today. Special guest. And all of this is exclusive, so niggas ain't even know this was happening today. First thing is first, bro. How you feeling, my guy?
Good, man. I'm good, man. You know what I mean? Thanks for having me. You know what's going to do. You know what I mean? You know, from here down.
Long overdue, but first spit on the show, though. So we still got you in before everybody else.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody else coming on after me. You know what I mean? I was the first.
Make it hard for you, real quick.
Yeah, man. I'm good, man. Just back in my music, bro.
Bro, I like what I'm seeing. I see you out there at the open mics. So what made you want to step back out here in front of the people and say, I'm not just going to put out music, but I want to go out here and actually like start doing performances and showing my face a little bit more? Cause we all know, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You was cool with just dropping music and not having a politic, let's say it like that. Because let's be real, the politic and shit, you know, is a hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you want to do it, sometimes you don't. That's how it is.
Yeah, and I think, you know what I mean, you know, I kind of had to look myself in the mirror, you know what I mean, look at myself in the mirror and you know, answer a few basic and simple questions like, you know what I mean, is this shit really what I want to do for the rest of my life? You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, am I willing to do everything that I have to do to make it come true, to bring it to fruition? Like, you know what I mean? I'm heavy on the like manifestation. And then, you know, I had like a little health scare back in like October.
Oh man, we know, I mean.
So I was, yeah, I mean, you know, out partying or whatever, and I wound up in the hospital, but it was a scary experience, and I think that was like, you know, like really the beginning of me asking those kind of questions.
Eye-opener Jones, you get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real, because I was with my brother.
Yeah.
I think it was an eye-opener for all of us, but more so for me and him, because we was already out there tapped in and had plans and everything,
right.
And you know what I'm saying? I'm just glad to see that shit wasn't what it could have been, you get what I mean?
Yeah, man, scary shit, man. But you know, God ain't done with me yet.
But we here.
I got shit to do, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what I feel like it did. It just made me find like, you know, my light.
A little bit more purpose too. Yeah.
Walking my feet, you know what I mean?
And you felt like you had to not sell yourself short no more.
Yeah, no, and I guess that's a part of looking in the mirror, right? Just like, you know, getting out of the business and fooling myself. Like I'm keeping it all the way 100 with myself from now on. Like, all right, like, you know, I call myself a rapper for years and shit, but now I never did the things that rappers do. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I never dropped songs, you know, performed, dropped videos for those songs, and then, you know, build my brand up and market it, you know what I mean?
In the way you want it.
In a way to where as though I can now monetize from it, and you know, it's you know, like
have the exposure that you want, but at the same time give everybody the rollout that's supposed to have when you're putting out a project or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, just anything, bro. You know, just sticking to that solid core of things like that I need to do as a rapper, like you know.
So with your performances, like, what are you trying to get across to new people that's coming out there that don't know you? Of course, we be at, you know, the shows where it's just, you know, every show is a different name on the violence.
Especially at the level I'm on, like, you know, being like, you know, local and you know, fucking with.
So what are you trying to get across with doing all of this? Cause I seen the videos, bro. Super viral. You know what I'm saying? First night, super viral.
Yeah.
So it's like.
And it's been like that everywhere we go too. Every time I get on stage, it's just the energy that we bring. But really, honestly, like as far as what I'm trying to get across, man, I think my biggest thing with the music shit is just like, you know what I mean? You know, I just want to make a great quality of music. You know what I mean? I want to be a part of the long list of names and people that just make, you know, that high bar of music. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really all it is.
You heard this nigga just said music. He ain't say I want to have the best bars.
Yeah,
I want to be the best
really
rapper and shit. shit.
It's crazy. I don't really care about it.
It's really like, and I tell niggas
you
this
know
shit,
me,
bro.
you know me. I mean, I used to be on that. Just my ego was
when you young, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool to be because you battling with other niggas that's young like you, and 9 out of 10 y'all all just started out, so it's like we all trying to see who the hottest nigga.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real, bro. We know.
Yeah.
The circuit is, when we first started, it wasn't no fucking, niggas just got on YouTube. Let's be real. It wasn't no SoundCloud, wasn't iTunes, niggas didn't have no fucking Apple phones back then. You had a fucking Apple iPod, you get what I'm saying? Like, so what we started with is different now. Like these young dudes, they gotta come out with a song first. You get what I'm saying? When we started, we could bullshit. Right. We come up with all of this shit, we could freestyle, we put out whatever we want to do. So that's why it's the difference between what you're saying when you're like, I'm trying to make good quality music. Like, I'm not trying to be the bar genius. Like, my songs is going to be the longevity in my work.
And I guess that's what I was really trying to say as far as like my message when I'm going out to these open mics and shit. I'm not honestly trying to prove my talent anymore. Right, like I'm 100% committed and like I fully believe in it. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm going out to these open mics, I'm going out to these local events to put my hands on the people. I just want people to see me. I gotta get out there. And you know, I'm super duper humble. I'm like in the stage that I'm in right now. I'm just trying to get, you know, to as many local events as possible. Let everybody see me, touch me, feel me, see me, and then all the while I'm getting like practice in. Like, and that's how I look at it. Like all the open mics, all the events and interviews and podcasts, everything that I'm doing right now is just practice for, you know, the way that I want to live my life. And you know, if you want to invest in stocks, you don't wait till you get money to start doing it. You start studying before. Like, you understand what I'm saying? You want to invest in something else. I'm investing in this shit, so you know what I mean. I gotta put the time in and practice and learn those different avenues of how to make money and how to monetize myself, build my brand, make great quality music that matches the video, that matches the performance. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm trying to do.
When I watch your open mic, I'm like, if you're a performer, you gotta notice certain shit. Yeah. So one thing I noticed is that we all go to shows and shit. Sometimes the sound is not the best. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the DJ don't know where you want to pause at. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how did you manage to show up at these open mics and have them hear every word you say clear? But not only that, if you really listening to it, you can't even hear the song, you just hear the name.
Right. Yeah,
so it's like, did you go in the studio and do some like, okay, this is my performance version?
Yeah, you know, just being prepared, man. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like I did my homework on it, and I educated myself. Like motherfuckers, not just getting on stage. There's a science behind the shit. Like, you know, like it's millions of people that make music, right? Mm-hmm. But not all of them getting paid the same thing to come out and perform. And like that's the question I ask myself, like why is people getting paid more than others? It's because they actually take the time to study the things that make a great performance. And you know, it's funny, I was just talking, I just did an open mic maybe like a week or two ago, and they had it on the stage, and then before there were any people, it was like this open gap between where people were sitting and the stage. So I was far away. And I was just telling people, I like to be amongst the crowd. Because now, like, it don't matter what the fuck I'm saying, honestly. Like, I mean, you know, motherfuckers hype me up, oh, bro, you got bars.
I like that you said that, though.
Right? But it don't really matter what I'm saying. If I'm in front of you and I'm engaging with you, and I really dap you up, that just brings the crowd in. And it also makes me feel more comfortable, so, like, be myself.
How would you say you did with that particular show because of that gap?
I think I'm just
How did you feel about that particular show?
I think I'm just
because you wasn't able to touch the people like you say you wanted to. So how did you feel for you, your standards? It would not feel like, of course, everybody watching it is you know.
I think I'm adjusting because every stage and every venue and all these and I guess when you're doing the open mics and doing these small, you know, intimate events, it's like you don't really know what to expect. There is no sound check. There is no coming to see the venue knowing what it is. So I gotta just adjust and
No, watch
but
a couple niggas and be like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And it's funny, I had went to, like, the first open mic that I went to this year that started all the nonsense. You know what I mean? Like,
good nonsense.
I went to an open mic like right before the one that I performed at, which was at Dollar. Shout out to Fresh. You know what I mean? Fresh had he put together an event, a little open mic for people to come and perform at Dollar out on like 40 acres of Baltimore. But I went to an open mic at Rec Philly right beforehand, right? And I wanted to get on stage there, but it was like luck of the hat. You know what I mean?
We know how it is. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
first come, first serve.
Yeah, exactly. so I'm standing there and I'm watching people perform, and this is my first time about to perform in years. Like, I'm talking like 5-6 years, and I'm standing there watching people, and one of the performers, the way they introduced themselves, like I fuck with it. I was like, oh, that's hard. Yeah. I was like, that's some, like, you know what I mean, some shit to break the ice. And I went right to the next open mic and used it, and that's exactly what it did. It broke the ice. So I'm like, while I'm out there, I'm studying and I'm learning, trying to figure out how to adapt to whatever situation I'm in.
I might have to pull these niggas in a little bit. Let me adjust my shit before I get up there.
Yeah. I'm paying attention at all times.
The reason why I like what you said, because unknowingly, what a lot of people don't know is that, like, you probably didn't pay attention to this. It's always going to be that gap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's always going to be that gap. So that's just preparing you for when, like, any show you go to, any concert, everybody go to a concert, you're, like, unless you go to the Fillmore or some shit like that, you're not, like, touching the stage, like, literally hand on the shit. It's literally a gap. Probably a couple of security niggas right there, or whatever the case may be. And he decides if he wants to break that barrier. You get what I'm saying? Now, that's a full venue, so I can totally get you saying that, okay, this is not a full venue. I would rather be where the people are. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, but two, that prepares you for those moments where it is that gap, but it's worth it. You get what I'm saying? Because you got a crowd full of people there that's just waiting on you. You know what I mean? So it's all prep. You know what I'm saying? All preparation and shit. Mm-hmm. So right now, I know, but what are you planning on releasing soon? What you working on?
New things coming up, man. This exclusive because don't nobody really know, right? But I got a song releasing and a video releasing on August 1st. The song is called "Sorry Not Sorry," man. It's kind of like my introductory, my reintroduction to me even doing this shit. It give you that vibe, like it's an anthem. It's it come with all the bars, how I always.
Yo, what's up, nigga? Look, we got people in here with us. Look, this a live show here. So, like, we pass boxes out, and if they come back, they come back. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of the show.
All the brothers is here with us today, you know what I'm saying? It's a celebration, you know what I'm saying?
My man B, happy birthday to my man B. When y'all see this, look, it won't be his birthday, but I'm gonna say that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? With the new single that you is going to be putting out, can we get a title?
Yeah, Sorry Not Sorry,
produced
by gtta.
Okay, now let's get into that. Okay. Producer wise, I'm seeing, I know, but I gotta act like I don't fucking know. I'm seeing a lot of, Jay Saeed produce beats with you. Is this like a Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, like a 40 drink?
I'm on a,
Bro, I like it. It works.
But I've been doing a lot of researching and homework on this shit. And everywhere you go, if you're an artist, if you're a young artist, go out there and look good production. And they'll always tell you, find a local producer and lock in with them. You know what I mean?
So for people who don't know, because we're only talking about this one song right now, tell them the history of you and your producer, because it's not just like a nigga going to the studio and this is my producer now. That's not your story.
No, it's from a while back, man. And you know what they don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I met Jay Saeed through a mutual friend of ours. named Carmen Amare. You know, she had reached out to me like, yo, somebody I know, you know, producer, engineer, he wanna get on a track with you. This was like, I'm talking like 2010, 2011. You know, I was just going crazy on like other people's beats, just dropping shit online, putting it on YouTube, and getting 30 views, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Saeed must have came across it through Carmenta. And, you know, he sent me a track. I just hurried up and made a verse and laid it for him, sent it back to him. And, you know, it turned out to be a hot track, you know what I mean? And from there, history was made because we just kept working. And then, you know, the city's small, man. Philly's small, so you know, like the more you work with somebody, the more you're around somebody.
And being on the same side of the city.
Yeah, exactly, definitely. You know what I mean? You know, come to find out, cuz was right around the corner from me for a real long time. You know what I mean? And you know, that's just how the world works. And the right people follow you in your corner. Like, you know what I mean? People come and go, and certain people there for different reasons. And you know, it was. Like, to see what we're working on now, and to see, like, even just talking about Sorry Not Sorry, the production level on that compared to the song we dropped, which was To The Max, in like 2011, it's just like, you know, it was meant to be on, like, it was just like
just the progression, and not only the production, but the pen too. It's like you can see you growing up on each track, year to year. I'm saying, not like song to song, because it's like every time y'all do something, you pushing him to a different point.
Yeah, seriously. No,
because it takes two geniuses to do what the fuck y'all doing.
Exactly. And that's how, man, I try to stay on him, not only him, but everybody around me, you. I try to stay on everybody. Anybody that's in control.
Brody will call me anytime of the day, bro. Man, I was just talking to such and such. I just want to plug you in on this and get your ass going. So
yeah, I'm all about that. Especially like since I'm on this you know, this new hustle with it. I got this new energy for music. Like, you know, I'm just trying to push everybody around me, because me doing that in turn makes everybody around me, they push me to a different level. You know what I mean? You know, people don't understand how much we motivate and influence each other. And, you know, I'm well aware of like how much the people that, you know, make music around me influence the music that I make.
So speaking of the music around you, I know you come from a big musical background, like, and we don't talk about it, it's just something we all know, you know what I'm saying? But for people, and you know, I don't feel like this is like, you don't have to say a lot, you know what I'm saying? But for people who don't know,
we talking that shit tonight.
You know what I'm saying? My guy's gonna give me the exclusive. I'm trying to be humble for him, because we ain't gonna drop too many gems today, because my man is doing the whole rollout. But for people who don't know, like, where your musical background come from, like where you get that first spark in your life where it was just like, I can't turn off the radio, I can't turn off my favorite CD type shit. I wanna start writing type shit.
I've been listening to good music since I was born. That you got to blame my parents, just my folks, period. Just all of them. I can't name one specific one. If I had to, it would probably be my mom or my dad, right? Like, my dad probably put me on to, like, you know, the street rap and you know, just that culture. Yeah. But my mom did too. She played, you know what I mean? My mom used to rap when she was young. So, like, she had the bars and shit. She opened up for Big Daddy Kane at Lincoln all these years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we just cultured in the household. So, right, I'm in the room playing the game. It's all kinds of music on. Like, literally, you can hear like Method Man and Redman, Wu-Tang, some shit like that. And you can literally listen to Yolanda Adams, like the next song. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's just, that mixture of music is what makes me want to be a part of that great lineage of people that make music. Like,
alright, so you see how you say, okay, it's a little bit of Method Man, it's a little bit of Yolanda Adams. Now, this is the first time I ever heard this man say any of this. So my question is very fucking like off the wall. This is new. So now that I listen to your music, bro, it makes sense because you use a lot of instrumentation and you try to use. French Montana does a thing where his hooks have people singing on them already.
Yeah.
And they're not like, man, they're like white women and stuff like that. They're like timeless. It's timeless fucking music.
Right, exactly.
He taps into that shit, so it makes sense that he would cross those two dynamics. But at the same time,
it's just great music. Bro.
Yeah,
that's all it is. As long as it's great, I don't give a fuck. It could be.
But you can hear it.
Yeah, I was about to say like,
you
bro,
can hear it.
There's no difference
a blend of okay, my house had shit that you would think you could play on a fucking record, but we also had shit you would play on a cassette. But we also had some shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that CDs that I scratched up that my mama said I couldn't fucking listen to, and now the shit ain't working.
Still to this day, you walk in my folks' crib, there's all kinds of music playing. Just in the living room, ain't nobody in the living room, there's music playing. Like that's just how it is in there. That's just the energy that kept my mom going. I mean, raising me and my little sister and my three little brothers after that. Like, so she was heavy on the influence of music. My pop was too. You know what I mean? Riding in the car with him wherever I'm going. I'm
soaking it up.
I'm little Sheed, so I'm riding around with him, soaking all the Biggie, the Cool G Rap, the State Prop, everything, anything gangster street. My pop was on it, and he had a love for lyricism, so it wasn't just like the shoot 'em up, bang bang. What was the worst shit out? He was actually listening to good songs, good music. He wasn't just doing it for the other shit that comes with music, like the shit that fall under the category of politics. Like he was listening to some great music every day. You know what I mean, all day. So that's just how that shit influenced me to tap into or just want to be a part of that. Like, I mean, I say all the time, there ain't no difference between the song, like, give me a song by Michael Jackson, anything, Billie Jean, anything, a great song by Michael Jackson. There's no difference between, like, Can't Knock the Hustle by Hov, or I'm like Lollipop by Lil Wayne. Like, a lot of motherfuckers ain't like Lollipop, but it falls under that category. You know why? Because it spread so far, so fast, and it touched and influenced a lot of people's lives.
It's a different sound.
That's like the main quality of good music, right there.
Bro.
Can it touch a lot of people all at the same time and influence them in different ways? Like, and for me, that's just what I want to be a part of, because I was listening to so much of it growing up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So do you feel like, shout out to the folks, you know what I'm saying, holding the fort down. It's a lot coming from them and this man right here. But do you feel like there's a lot of criticism, good criticism, because it's like you have so many talented people in your household, everybody's doing, you see how you push criticism, meaning like, man, okay, I like it, but that's criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we all need that shit.
We do, and I take criticism well.
Like you said, your mom holding up a Big Daddy Kane. That's your biggest critic right there.
But honestly, it's funny that you say that, because it's almost like I be feeling like I get too much bias. You understand what I'm saying? They're not really judging me. I be feeling like sometimes like, damn, this ain't it. They walk me. Like I was just with my dad, right? I was just with my pop not too long ago. Shout out to Cuz. You know what I mean? I'm with him, and he tells somebody I rap, this and the third. He go to open his phone up and show them one of my raps. It's a rap from like 2011. Like something that I recorded.
They're like, I'm older than George. Ever since you said that, George.
Something I recorded on Vito.
Everybody, this is my fucking son right here.
Something I recorded on Bodon up at Vito.
No, bro. I probably remember that shit.
Because it's just some old shit like that.
Bro. He still was there.
They be playing that shit. They be playing the old shit, and I don't like that shit. I be like, man, that shit.
Still was tapped in.
I was wet. You know what I mean? So I be feeling like I get a lot of bias criticism from them. They be like, oh no, like I might have did this, but it's great. It's a great song because you did it, and I be like, I don't really need that all the time. But I feel like I get my fair share of criticism.
It's like a 50-50 thing. It's like, okay, one, they parents, but two, if you really think about it, like, the times is different. Like you are lyrical compared to probably what they heard at certain times of their life that they actually like. So they like, damn, my son could not only keep up with motherfuckers I actually like, but that motherfucker probably be better than these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
So it'd be hard for me to. I think it's hard for me to accept it a little bit. Like motherfuckers.
You feel like, man, they supposed to say this shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What the fuck else they supposed to say?
Bro, you gonna get best rapper out. I'd be like, alright. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's a good way to take this shit. You don't ever want to be like, nigga, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I try to keep my ego from that. Like, y'all know, because I feel like it don't really do too much justice for your ego. Like, you let your ego get consumed by criticism like that. Like, you know what I mean? You know, motherfuckers just constantly patting you on the back, rubbing on your back, like, oh, you doing a great job. Don't change who you are. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that does my ego any good. So, you know,
But in respect to Pops, the raps translate, bro. The beats to you may not translate because you're probably like, man, this is an old ass beat. Right. But if you take the beat out of the equation, the rap still translate. Like it's still hotter than everything you would hear. So that's why your dad is like, man, nigga, this is my shit. What you talking about? Like, I'm gonna show niggas from me.
Everybody in there remember Go Ham? That nigga pulled up Go Ham the other day. I'm like, bro,
it's still translating.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I made in like 2000.
Bro, I was listening to what the fuck? Oh my god, the Childish Gambino joint. You know what I'm talking about? I think Vito first played me that joint.
I know what you're talking about.
Shit, it was riding around and we just like.
I don't remember the name of the Childish Gambino song. It's a funny story behind it. Cause Vito.
Bro, I was on a plane thinking I was going to die playing that shit.
Vito played it. He played the Childish Gambino song in the beginning of my session. I remember I came all the way up north from west on the train and shit. And as soon as I get there, he played it. And I'm like, man, that beat crazy. And by this time, you know, we was tied in. It wasn't like around the first time I had linked with V. You know, by this time, his family, my family, so, you know what I mean? I'm up there, we in there all night. That's how we used to do, you know what I'm saying? And he played it in the beginning of the studio session, and then, you know, he went to sleep later on in the night. And I was just like, he go to sleep. So I'm up in the studio, I'm up in the computer by myself. I'm just fucking with the computer, and then I looked up and I found the instrumental, and I was up writing all night. By the time Vito woke back up, I had a whole shit recorded. And he was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I know what song you're talking about, I just don't remember the name.
Bro, I don't remember the name either. I got it on my phone though.
I remember Vito playing that shit.
We was on our way to Vegas, bro. I was on first flight, like my first 5-4 hour flight in a long time. I was scared as shit, yo. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go down, man. I'm gonna go down listening to all my fucking brothers and shit. So I'm playing all these old ass songs and shit, remember this song to play like, nigga, I can't go down now, listen to this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, and that was one of the joints I came across, and I was just like, damn, like, bro, been a wizard since we was a fucking youngin', you know what I'm saying?
You know, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? But even from y'all, even from my brothers, like that shit, I be feeling like that shit a little biased.
Bro, if it's tapped out, you good with doing what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with the single Sorry Not Sorry, we diving fucking back and forth. Video, what we looking like, concept, who we working with, videographer. If you want to plug the videographer, I know.
Yeah, man, shout out to Tay, man, Tay Official. I just linked with Tay, I just locked him in. You know, video gonna be a movie. Crazy movie. This is my first video ever. You know what I mean? You know, this video gonna come out in 2022. You know what I mean? We talking about, I was rapping in 2011, like, you know what I'm saying? And before that, honestly, a little bit. And so,
I was about to say that shit.
a little bit before 2011. So it's like, you know, this is my first video ever. And like, just going back to what I was saying earlier, just like, you know what I mean? You know, I'm dedicated to making the videos and the performances match the quality of the music.
So are you looking like telling a story or like?
No, I think this one is like city anthem vibes. Gotcha. That's the vibes I'm giving off. Gotcha. You know what I mean? We're gonna have everybody come out to the play, right? You know what I mean? We're gonna fill up. I got a bunch of cars coming out, a couple dirt bikes that's gonna come out, yeah, I got a bunch of dirt bikes that's about to come out now.
This is live, so like anything y'all see is just because we like literally live. So anything that happened in the back, I know y'all probably like this shit like drink champs. Look, anything can happen in the back. Niggas gotta still keep it going.
Yeah.
But
you know what I mean? this shit about to be a movie. It's gonna be crazy.
So what part of the city you shoot? Well, we ain't gonna drop all that.
No, it's up at the play. It's up like Fairground Park. Like what?
So we looking at multiple locations. Like, are we gonna shoot the whole joint up there and just like
the main part of the video is gonna be there.
Situation.
The main part of the video is gonna be there. I'm gonna add like one off scene where I'm doing it like with a white backdrop. You know what I mean? You know, and have a large enough space to move around and do shit. But the movie is gonna be shot up at the play. So we got Sorry Not Sorry. We got the video coming. What month? This month or August? August 1st.
August 1st. We got Sorry Not Sorry song and video. So are we doing like rollouts to lead to a project, or are we just like we just going hit them until we?
I honestly like. With that question, like, you know what I mean, you know, I guess I can counter it with a question, like, you know, what do I need to drop a project for? Like, you know what I mean? You know, if I feel like if I want to drop a project, that I want to be gaining something from it. Oh, yeah. I don't want to just be dropping just to prove niggas that I could drop 17 fire songs. Yeah. No, we about to just roll this shit out, track by track by track. And if it makes sense to increase the tracks and say, like, let's instead of dropping one, let's drop 3 now. And then boom, now I'm dropping a 3-pack on you.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna work my way up into an album. I ain't
you know what I feel
like? I don't think I'm not scared to have.
You like me, bro? Like it's not like it got everything. Don't gotta be the script.
Exactly. Yeah, no. Because shit is different now. Shit ain't the same. Shit ain't.
Music is what you feel. You write a song when you motivated. When you're not, you don't fucking write.
Exactly.
You go to the studio when you feel like you creative. When you're not, you don't want to be in that bitch. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's the same thing with when you want to drop. Sometimes niggas be sitting on music for years. You get what I'm saying? Not because they don't want to drop this shit. You get what I'm saying? But because it ain't the right time to do it. They're not doing it for the politics. You get what I'm saying? They're doing it because okay, this is the time I feel like I want to drop this music, and this is the way I want to give it to y'all.
Yeah.
Like so, you want to take your time with giving them full bodies of work. You don't want to be like, okay, well, this is a song by iTunes. Go listen to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I'm gonna just slowly roll out each song, get better and better with my rollouts, like, cause that's my thing, like, and I had debates, spirited debates with all my folks all the time. You know what I mean? You know, just like about dropping a project. Like I don't even know, like I never rolled a song out the proper way yet ever. Like how the fuck do I know how to drop and roll out an album?
You got
it's so much with an album.
You are very meticulous, bro.
You talking about touring?
All these niggas know this shit. Like, you are very meticulous. So, like, let's put this in perspective, bro. Like, niggas used to record real albums that they would fucking turn gold in a basement, bro, with a nigga using the bathroom upstairs. I'm pretty sure the first Wu-Tang album was in the crack house or some shit like that. Bro, that's telling you right now that it don't gotta be perfect sometimes. Sometimes the raw shit is shit niggas love. You get what I'm saying? Because it's no, I'm not saying that you should like always do it, but sometimes just say fuck it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I feel that because I am a professional.
Sometimes say fuck it.
Because you're my brother, you know that. But you know what I mean? I think I got a plan, dog, and I think I'm gonna stick to a plan this time. I'm gonna roll out these songs and practice rolling shit out. And then, you know, by the 7th, 8th song that I roll out, it's gonna be better than I'm rolling out Sorry. I'm looking to get better over time. You do what I'm saying? So, you know, maybe I'll drop 5 songs and then we start talking about a tape that I'm gonna put there. Or maybe it'll be the first 3 songs. Who knows? Like, I don't really necessarily know how the shit is gonna go. Yeah. But I just know that I'm sticking to my plan. I'm about to just roll out Sorry. I got a bunch of songs lined up, loaded, ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, strategically, I'm gonna drop Sorry, roll this shit out, create enough, you know, noise and buzz and generate enough attention. Off of that, drop the next song, create some more attention, you know, build my volume, build my brand up. And then, you know, when people start really asking and I feel like motherfuckers is engaging with me on that level, then all right, now let's start talking about a tape. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's start talking about throwing our own show and selling shit out, selling tickets and selling merch and like, you know, the business side of this is, I think, the most important shit to me. Like, Cause that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it to try to change my life and everybody around me lives.
Yeah,
like,
so
you
you
know
have
what I'm
to
saying?
know
So it's
where-
like, I ain't looking.
Everything gotta fit you.
Because if I go around just, turning a blind eye to everything, then I'm gonna wind up with my hand in somebody's pocket or some shit like, or somebody's hand in my pocket.
Or
And now I'm feeling like somebody
at a
else.
certain pace than you used to move.
That's what I'm saying.
All this shit is about pace and comfortability.
Exactly. And if I'm gonna be comfortable and I'm gonna move at my own pace, then I gotta understand the game that I'm playing. So that's the biggest thing for me right this second. Like, just sticking to my plan, dog. Just we gonna roll sorry, not sorry out. Then we talk about tape and all that later. Because when it starts to make sense. Right this second while we building, let's just continue to build.
So do we got any shows coming up? What we looking like?
Oh man, we got a slate of open mics coming up, man. They random too. It's like some days we be catching the open mics like hours before. Like honestly, the first open mic that I performed at, I had saw earlier that day, and I was like, damn, there's 2 open mics tonight. Let's go to Booth. And I wound up performing at the second one and not at the first one.
Yeah.
And so it's random, but July is packed. I think it's like 5 more until the end of July. I think it's like 3 scheduled right now.
Are you like
August.
putting everything out like to your fans, let them know, okay, I may be here or I may be there, even if like you just said, you may or may not go on. Or
Yeah.
like shooting out.
Right now, I think what I'm doing is starting very small, taking it one step at a time. I'm not necessarily looking to invite a bunch of people out. I'm inviting, my group.
No, I'm saying like I see on social sometimes you say, okay, I'm about to perform here. So people who don't know your social.
Yeah, man. Underscore this one for glory, man, on everything. On TikTok, Twitter. I don't got a Snapchat, but I'm making one. It's gonna be on Snapchat, on the gram.
So in the Insta stories, when you post about the shows,
Yeah,
say I may
just
be
to my
here.
folks, yeah.
Wait it out. It's gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? And if he not going on, follow this nigga to the next location because this ain't the only place he gonna be at.
Yeah, no
You know what I'm
bullshit.
saying?
I'm on all stages, but that's and I guess that's what I was gonna say. That's not my main focus. Just telling everybody so they can try to follow me.
Yeah, no.
I ain't necessarily
But
looking for.
if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. This is what it's about, bro. This is about making sure that people get out there and they see what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not really, about like telling them go follow this person. No.
Yeah, no.
They gonna see it when they tap in, and then once they tap in, they gonna be like, okay, I gotta at least go to one of his shows.
I think and that's been happening. That's been happening. Like shout out to all the people, that follow me, all my family,
all them
my
reposts,
friends.
just like
because people been snapping on. I've been getting snapped on a lot, like a whole lot. Motherfuckers been thinking I go to open mics every week, every day.
it look like it because of the reposts.
And that's what I'm saying. So
Like nigga, you did a show
every
yesterday.
time I'll repost the same open mic, just a different clip of it. Motherfucker, I'm getting snapped on like I did a new
Niggas
open
is
mic.
killing it.
Yeah, killing it.
Yeah,
So
nothing to
I
say,
mean,
bro, you ain't
it's
telling
coming. But I think another part of my goal when I'm going out here to these open mics and shit is just gaining that new fan base.
Yeah.
And I think I show up with my people. I show up with 5 to 10 people. Shout out everybody that's been going to these open mics with me. Shout out all the other artists with me, Raven, Shell. Shout out, Sims. Jay Saif. Shout out to the spot. My gang with the guys. Like I ain't gotta drop too many names because it's way too many. You know what I'm saying? But we show up and we bring the energy and we affect all the crowd. And as of lately, we've been going on stage in succession. So one of us goes, we going all back to back. So we in the front. We come 10 deep. We all move to the front when we all perform. And we bring the energy to the whole crowd. And then after we get off stage, it's like they fiending for the energy that we give them. So shout out to everybody that's been coming with me, man, because that's what keep me in the game and keep me focused when I'm on stage, when I'm out there, when I'm performing in front of all these random people, strangers. Letting them hear my craft, letting them hear the shit that I put on my sleeve. The folks that's with me, they keep me level. So shout out to them, man, because that's all I need with me right this second. And not to say that those folks are interchangeable, but I got a lot of folks, and logistically and schedule timing wise, it's like, you know, it's hard to try to get everybody to come to an open mic that's just random. I feel we're not even on stage. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I ain't gonna lie, bro reached out to me a few times.
Bullshit.
And I think the one for Rec Philly, he didn't reach out to me too, but I was literally on South Street at the time.
Right there.
If I would have known, I could have actually been able to.
But then the time that I'm like, bro,
but that's the time he didn't let me know.
I'm like, bro, this did such and such time. You know what I mean? And then bro, like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't charge it to nobody because, like I said, the open mics they random. Now, you know, once we start talking about my show, us putting on a whole full production,
and it's coming. It's coming
soon, man. Because people been asking for it. People want.
We got everybody for it. Like the artists, the musicians.
We got all the positions, all the roles that need to be played. We got.
It's just more
so
time
at this point, man.
Timing, y'all. Timing.
You know, dog. That's.
But before we get into these trivia questions, I want to tap into a story that probably like people on social media would want to know more context of. The clip of y'all rapping in the parking lot after the show. How did that all come about? How did it all come about? And did you feel like that was like a cap off to your show? Like I came through, I represented for myself, and I could leave here feeling like people, you know, respected what I did.
Yeah. Well, you know, just first of all, before we even get to the parking lot, the response that I got at Dollar when I first even got on stage was like right into my first. I performed twice. I performed when they called me up to go, and then he wanted Fresh wanted me to come up at the end and perform. And that just put a crazy battery in my back. It just gave me all the confidence in the world. So the love and
that's an encore.
The response, the response that I was getting was just crazy for me to just be performing for the first time in all these years. And then you know how the garage, not the garage, the parking lot scene came about. It was I think we walked out like my man Shell, my man Sim, they was out already at the car. They was eating, smoking or whatever. And then we walked out over to them. You know, we all dapped each other up. You know, congratulated each other. I mean, I think we had a couple shots. We all took like a toast. And then an instrumental wound up coming on, and I started rapping. And then, you know what I mean? Next thing you know, Saeed started rapping for Jay. Saeed.
So are y'all at someone's car?
Yeah, we had somebody's car. And somebody just turned the car on, plugged the aux up. And then it was an instrumental on there, I'm just rapping. And then Saeed started rapping, and Sam was rapping. Then a random person walked over, now they rapping. And then next thing you know, you look up, and everybody that was inside is right outside the car. And now it's like deep as shit. And we like, every time I stop rapping, I look up, I'm like, damn, I go over my foot. I'm like, damn, where all these people come from?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's that gravitational pull, man, to the energy that we brought. And the energy that I think we all felt it that night because every single show afterwards, the same exact people show up. Because we all traveled with the same energy. We all saw what that shit did that night. Like it wasn't just for me, it was for all the artists out there and shit. My little sister was out there rapping. Like Monty, shout out Monty. You know what I mean? The superstar, man.
Shout out to the superstar in the building.
But
holding it down though, bro. Always making it out there when she can. You get what I'm saying?
She slid out.
Vice versa, because my man be holding it down out of town too. I like the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. She got some exclusive shit we'll talk about off camera coming up with in Houston that's going on in July. And like the doors that she opens for me to even just be a fly on the wall. Like, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Like I used to hold Shorty in my arms when I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? And, like to see her blossom into something so crazy. It's just, it's a surreal moment, but it's like almost I kind of always knew. And for real, I don't even think, I tell her all the time, I don't even think she realizes the true potential. And then, I say that to her, but she really could, but I know she ain't even scratched the surface yet with her.
Listen to what you just said, like, you was recently in an interview saying, okay, people say this, but I be like, oh, they just saying it. And you pretty much said the same thing about your sister. You get what I'm saying?
But and I know she take it as
the fact that y'all both have this humbleness inside y'all.
Yeah.
It's no coincidence, you get what I'm saying? Like,
That's
that's
how
just
we
keeping
raised,
y'all
man.
pushing each other forward.
Yeah.
If she was in the position she in right now and she's like fanboying out, I don't think that would like be the best thing for her. So the fact that she's always staying calm, cool, collective, you know what I'm saying? She's like female you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's a blessing though, because women are a lot calmer, because sometimes you ain't, you know what I mean, bro? I'll be with you. We was in Vegas and it got crazy. So sometimes bro don't want to listen, you know what I mean?
Everybody got their shit.
We love it, man.
Everybody got their thing.
So trivia questions, hold on. I got some trivia questions for you, bro. I already poured the shot. I don't even know if he was paying attention. Look, I gotta sneak them Jones right up in there, cuz.
That's do your thing, man.
Alright, man. I don't know how well you know your music, bro, but I hope you've been brushing up on your shit. You get what I'm saying? So, this is for music fans and things like that. I'll start you off with something easy. First question. What is Drake's third album title name?
His third album?
Third album. I'll let you ask one person, but they can't use their phone. They just gotta know. If they know the answer, but one person.
Alright, no, I don't need
If you do,
I know it, but
I hope you do.
I know it, but this is what I want. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Are we counting the tape that wasn't an album, but it is an album now? The very first thing he dropped? Because that's an album now. And
It's an album now.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't an album. I just wanted to ask because that's the very first thing he dropped.
I know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They got congratulations on that shit.
Yeah, but that's my shit.
Can't count that, but.
Alright, so that don't count. You said the third. Nothing was the same as the third one. Was it? Yeah, that's what
Oh.
Yeah, man. No, I just didn't know if you was counting so far going. Like, I mean, some people count it, like, because it is an album now, so.
Alright. Still Dre by Dr. Dre came out what year?
I'm going to say.
Are you on your phone? Are you about to? Alright, cool.
I'm going to say 2001.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go with a lifeline?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
You say you good, Randy?
I think you're right.
I'm right though. It came out 2001.
You said 2001, Still Dre by Dr. Dre.
I don't know.
I think you're right.
That might be, it's close.
Yeah, it's 2000, 2001.
Oh, bullshit.
It's not even in the 2000s.
It came out 99.
99.
Damn,
I feel like B was sitting on it, but he didn't want to say
it's
that.
crazy. I want to say
Like, he was like, it might be 99, 2000, but I feel like he didn't want to jump off the bridge.
98, 99.
Yeah, 99, bro. Yeah, 99. Bro, what shit is 99?
It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna take this shot. I ain't sure.
Y'all was close. But, I mean.
Bro, let's just say 01 on Google.
No, I think the name of the album is 2001.
Oh yeah, right, you're definitely right.
That's why I thought it was 2001. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, the song came out.
The song came out 99.
You
will see. You will see. I just, you know what I mean? It was already over. They already took the shot.
I would have to take mine though if he was right.
I ain't mad at that.
So the red wine, man.
Is red wine?
I said red.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I got wine.
You know what's crazy though? I don't like.
No, you gotta break it. It's crazy.
This is the wine.
Every episode is a different bottle. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say because these ones is B Jones.
Yeah, so every episode is a different bottle. So it's like some episodes will have, like the first joint we had the Martha Stewart wine. Yeah, it's a red wine. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm gonna do? Because I was thinking about it on the way up here, and I was kind of fucked up about it. You motherfuckers gotta start bringing you bottles of wine.
Yo, I was thinking.
No bullshit. For real, I owe you one for this. Yeah, no. You come to the WineCast and not bring a bottle.
Yo, it's supposed to be BYOB, but I feel like I'll be trying presidential niggas.
Next motherfucker they come up here bring a bottle of wine. You gotta show this to whoever
No,
is
this shit's
coming
still
on.
recording, so it's
That's what I'm saying. Whoever's coming on after me, they have to bring your bottle.
Y'all gotta bring a bottle of wine. I'm gonna bring wine, but y'all gotta bring a bottle of wine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we had the Martha Stewart joint first joint. Then we had 3 joints. The second one with Sierra LaShawn, who was at the showcase with y'all and shit.
Yeah, dollar, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's different joints. I personally don't like red wine, bro. That shit be dry as fuck. Like every time I go on a cruise, they try to give me this dry ass bottle of what's that? Merlot. I don't fucking drink no Merlot. That's for white motherfuckers and shit.
It's different kinds.
It is because but you're right because I recently found out that red wine ages you better. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, white wine is not a go-to with age. You get what I'm saying?
I didn't know it.
I just found that shit out, so I'm like, damn, I'm drinking the wrong wine. But that's the shit I like. I like the white wine.
You
They
gotta
taste
do your
better.
research, man. Talk to a connoisseur. You got a nice platform right here.
I work in a restaurant.
Get in your element.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I found out that red wine makes you younger, but I don't like it. It's dry. Like, most of it is dry. Unless you get like a fucking sangria type joint or some shit like that. No, like.
Ain't that mixed with like juice?
I had the Martha Stewart joint. That shit had me fucked up, but I needed some water. Like, I know, like, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Martha Stewart, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? This shit is delicious. You know what I'm saying? It endorses me. Like, but you might want to put something that hydrated nigga in that motherfucker.
Electrolytes.
You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we got the video coming from our brother Amir Ali.
August
Sorry,
1st,
not
man.
sorry, August 1st. The single's dropping the 1st as well.
August 1st.
Y'all getting both
all
iTunes,
platforms. It'll
all
be on all
platforms,
platforms.
iTunes,
It'll be on
Music,
SoundCloud.
the
It'll be
video
on
on YouTube. Are we doing like
It'll be lyric videos. It'll be expression video. Listen,
yo, how,
we coming
we're gonna talk about that on camera.
full force.
I gotta figure out how these niggas do these lyric videos and shit.
Full force.
Like,
Listen, I'm gonna do this for the camera the hard way.
I'm a dinosaur in this shit.
It take a long.
Literally, I watched this nigga's video. I was like, yo, who the fuck edited this joint for him? Because I know bro do not be on his motherfucking phone. Somebody sent this shit to this nigga.
This game I'm playing, though. I gotta learn how to play that motherfucker.
No, the shit fire.
So
So
bullshit. I had
whoever doing that shit, send them my
listen,
way.
I would have paid a motherfucker a couple $100 to do some shit that just took me a little bit of time.
I know.
Cut that shit up. I'm not paying. You know what I mean, we being as efficient as we can be. And if I'm gonna be spending money, I want to spend money on quality.
Oh, hell
Like
yeah.
I want to spend my money and see. All right, that's why I paid that man to shoot my video because otherwise I get a camera.
Yeah, hell yeah. I get camera myself and I do some bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to save you all the money that I can because you know what I mean. You can have 8, 9, 10 incomes. But you know what I mean, motherfuckers forget that saving is probably one of the biggest incomes.
I feel like
not necessarily an income, just saving money. Period. It's just
one thing people don't know about me is I've never spent money on shit but fucking videos. You get what I'm saying? Like,
just all kinds of
I've done my own graphic designing. When I made clothes, I designed everything you saw in them bitches. Like, I never had that. When a nigga told me they price, I literally went and found out how to do the shit. Like, and now I'm working on video editing and shit. So it's like when motherfuckers tell you this is my price, you go and you figure out why the fuck that nigga charging that shit and who else charged that much. Not because you about to pay it, but because that's what the fuck you about to charge when you figure out how the fuck to do the shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? We're not paying niggas no more. Everything motherfucker could do, I'm telling you right now, you can do it yourself. I had a motherfucker try to charge me $75 to $100 for graphic design. Guess how long it took me to do my own graphic designs? Fucking 10 minutes on my fucking, well, I ain't gonna tell you how I did it, but 10 minutes. You get what I'm saying?
Listen,
10 minutes.
another thing, dog. Tell motherfuckers, Cause we in the age of information, bro.
I did this shit on my phone. And if y'all want to tap in, it's fine to tap in or whatever the case may be. But y'all don't have to feel like y'all have to pay a motherfucker. I literally have over 100 songs and I've never paid a person for a cover. I've done the cover every fucking song. You can go on SoundCloud and check it. I've done every cover. You get what I'm saying? And I felt like
That's the way to do it, dog.
videos, it takes a while to learn. I'm not gonna say you're just gonna wake up and shoot a video.
But take that time.
But do it. You got some horrible shit. Just like rappers start out and they suck, and then you see them later, and maybe they better. Yeah. Maybe they fucking not. I don't know. But they try. You get what I'm saying? So before you pay a motherfucker, start learning some shit. My man, matter of fact, now we talking about this, he the first one who told me, bro, we about to start reading books. I'm about to start sending you some books and shit like that. If y'all niggas not reading, y'all need to start reading. I'm trying to tell you right now, it's a lot of books y'all need to read. Like, they're not gonna put shit on TV. Like they gonna fucking burn your brain out binge watching TV shows and shit. You get what I'm saying? Read some books. Sit down, be quiet. Read some books, learn some shit, put some motherfuckers on, bro. For years, we exchange knowledge. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are afraid to do that. So this is what I'm saying here with my brother. I've known this man for 12 plus years. You get what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, he always got me. I always got him.
For sure.
And y'all need to understand, it's bigger. It's bigger, you get what I'm saying? My brother, he's coming, Amir Ali. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that Sorry Not Sorry single produced by Jay Saeed. Shot by Tay.
Shout out Tay Official. Yeah.
Tay Official is shooting the video. And
it's gonna be a movie, man.
It's some other stuff my brother did, but he ain't gonna talk about it right now.
It's coming, man.
It's coming.
Listen, I wouldn't be back on here. This is my brother. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
this is the first rollout. That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna do something more epic soon, but I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. This is the WineCast. We out.
Yes, sir.
Right now, you know what I mean? This my fucking guy. This my brother. Talk that shit. Talk that shit, bro.
Yo, you hear me? Freedom Judge, you know what I'm saying? You already know you can't show the man. That nigga Meech, man, running shit. Best rapper I know. You hear me?
And that stamp, that's on my brother and them, you heard me? You know what I mean? Free my dog till they free my dog, man. You already know what the fuck.
Ain't shit changed with the chain. You get wet when it rains. That's the 6, yo. Yo, said you know it's me and the guys, it ain't no switching up. And if the cops get behind us, ain't no bitching up. Is you trying to get rich or what? You don't put nothing on the table, you can't sit with us. Even when you was on the 6, you wasn't on the 6 with us, don't mix it up. Niggas know they not come from that stitch with us. You never hit no licks or hop over no fence with us. You ain't never go half with no nicks with us. That's why you never see him in no pics with us. Niggas be on my dick too much. For real. He said, nigga, I'm top 2 and I'm not 2. Go and get who you got to. The flow like dope in your vein, coke in your nostril. That's why I get the love I get in every hood I look, this shit not for the weak-hearted. Yeah, I jumped in the water with a deep parters. Yeah, that's when the sea parted. I get in the booth and I get retarded. They be like, what the fuck he say, they gotta restart it. Every man for they self with the streets taught us. Niggas used to be cool till that beef started. Now you resting in peace cause the peace sparking it. I don't get a piece of the keep sparking it. I don't come in peace, we not peace marching. We not even a minute in. Soon as you think shit died down, we spin again. My pistol 50 cent, he be like many men.